What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Weekend Garage Vlog here at Robinson Motorsports. If you haven't checked it out already, last weekend I was riding at Brian's house on Project Woods Ripper. Found some cool hill climbs there. It was a blast. Had a good time. It was my birthday, so it's good to get out and actually just ride for a little bit. Back here on the CM450A, I got the tank all straightened out. I soaked that in vinegar for, the inside of it I put about 4 gallons. 3.5 gallons of vinegar in there. Let it sit for, maybe an entire week. And seemed to do the trick. Got a lot of the rust out. I'm going to post a picture right here. You can see one side it was like a bare metal tank and a little bit of flaky rust kind of in the seam there. Then afterwards, after I soaked it in vinegar, it etched the steel a little bit. You can see it's a little bit darker, but all of those flakes are gone. There's a little bit of remnant like rust here and there, but I'm totally happy with it. So that worked out well. I got the carbs synced on it. A lot of people think that syncing carbs has got to do with jets and fuel flow and things like that. Basically, all that it is just measuring the vacuum coming through both of the carburetors. And that is done by these little ports right here. That Phillips head screw comes out. There's one on each side. You hook a gauge up to it. Well, 2 vacuum gauges. And all that you're trying to do is make both of those match. There's a screw that opens up the 2 butterflies here on the inside, your throttle butterflies. And that's how you pretty much adjust it. And so got those running, or got those adjusted. The thing runs mint now, fires right up. Super happy about that. With it being an automatic, you put it in gear and you twist the throttle and you go. So I had to make sure that the carbs are synced, everything's running smoothly to its damn near max potential. So it's not all erratic, it's not trying to jump forward on you and things like that. It's just running smooth off the bottom. So got those done, got those carb kits cleaned up. I got those 2 rods, the O-rings on there. I had to buy 2 complete rebuild kits, so I used what I could in there. The rest of it's just kind of sitting up there. I think they're generic kits. So that's all in there. Good to go. She's running. New throttle cables. And tonight I will be tackling the airbox issue here, which some of it's kind of non-existent because the previous owner cut these out and put those pod filters on. So that's got to come out. I have a entirely new box right here with a lid. I bought off of eBay, I think for $70. 2 new clamps, a new air filter, and the engine mount that I still have to put back on right here. So hopefully I can get this together tonight and tomorrow take it for a ride around the block, see how I like it, see how everything works. I am facing an issue. I don't know if you can see it here in the camera. The bars are just a little bit bent. This one over here is back and down. And if you look at it from the front, see if I can square the camera up here a little bit, you can see it's in. This one right here is definitely in. This one's out more. So if I got some time, I will pull the bars off, put a block of wood underneath it, and jump up and down on them a couple times to see if I can't get those to straighten out, or just wider to make it rideable, since my knees will probably be up in here somewhere. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drink some beer and get this airbox in. I've had a pair of these in my shopping cart at Rocky Mountain for probably the better part of a year. And I finally needed enough, or needed like $8 or $10 to get to free shipping. So I picked up a set of these Masterlink pliers from Rocky Mountain. They're Tusk. I just looked them up. They're $7.99. They are honestly a game changer because I used to use a pair of needle nose pliers to get the master link off, and this I even tried grinding that little edge down right there on a pair of other pliers. And these things, they're measured right. They work perfect. You can see there's a little bit of a groove on the inside that kind of holds the pin. So here's your master link right here. See, it's offset, so all you're going to do is grab onto the pin with one and bink, we're off. Game changers, gotta tell you. Definitely worth the 7 or 8, whatever. It definitely worth the $10. So I highly suggest these. That airbox came out a lot faster than I was anticipating. So basically all I had to do was remove that inner splash guard there, and I had to pull the battery out of the way, the whole battery case out of the way, and she came right out. So that's pretty cool. Pretty happy about that. Now I have to go through and I have to build the new one up. As you can see right here, where there is the boots. A lot of people are looking for these boots online, and obviously I needed them because they're not on here anymore. So I actually found an airbox with the boots on it, and it came with one clamp, which is cool, but I have 2 brand new ones sitting over there because I wasn't quite sure if I needed them or not. But the inside of it here is kind of incomplete. There's a piece that goes in the bottom there and hooks up to this air hose, which the air hose is right here on this one still. And once I pull this out, that is the piece right there that we're missing. So I just have to go through, put that on there, put the air cleaner, the brand new air cleaner right here in there, put the snorkel on, and run some of the bottom drain tubes and vent tubes on it, and then put the new one in there. Alright, I got the airbox all built. I decided to put some washers right here on these bolt heads here. These bolts are actually off of my mountain bike. I got a bike pump for that, so these were the extra bolts that came out of the holes, whatever. They're M5x9, they fit, so I'm using them. These ones you can't get OEM anymore. Obviously they're just a common metric thread. So I was lucky enough to find those, which is nice. They're long enough, they seem to work out alright. They grab. Right here, there are these little bushings that go between in these little saddles here. And a bolt goes through there. Well, this side's for the battery, and they're no longer available. But I mean, once again, they are just common metric sized spacers, little tube deals. I actually went through my spare parts bins and I found these little hat washers. They're for holding front fenders on dirt bikes. They're little spacers for those. And I have 4 of them. They fit in there perfectly, both sides, and you can see they're the correct thickness when they're butted up like that. So I'm gonna run with those and hope that they work. I might have to put longer bolts in, whatever. One side didn't even have bolts in it. The other side had a bolt but no spacer, so I know I'm doing good there. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this back on. Ready? Check this out. Mint. Telling you, these things, amazing. Alright, I got this all back together. Chains adjusted. Seats on, side covers are on, tanks on. I just started it because I was sitting on it and decided to push the button and it fired right up, so super happy about that. I can now pretty much just take it for a ride around the block. Tomorrow I'll probably go for a ride in the morning, just around the block here. I got kind of a neighborhood that's secluded without showing the 2016 inspection sticker there or a license plate. I might put the license plate for my DR on there just to keep people off my back, but yeah, so I'm probably gonna patch in a quick little ride segment at the end of this. So if you like what you see, you have any suggestions for me on what I should do, what I should look out for in these, if you know a little bit more, or if you know more than I do probably, because I don't know much about these, only what I've read and what I've looked at and found out. Let me know, drop it in the comments. Like this video, share it, subscribe, please subscribe. Guess I'll see you on the next one.